dear viewers, welcome back to English B language class. We are amidst discussing the part of speech verb, focusing mainly on the primary auxiliaries be, have and do. However, we have already discussed the verb be with its various other forms used in helping the full verb. Today we are going to discuss do as the primary auxiliary verb. As always, here are a few points for you to note. Recalling the previous lesson, do as primary auxiliary verb explained, visiting a language class, and the conclusion. Let us recall what we have discussed so far. When the verb be is used in statements, it takes the other forms of be. They are am, is, are in singular form and was and were in plural form. The be verbs like am, is, are, was or were do not have any meaning of their own when used as helping verbs. The verb do with its other forms does and did used as a full verb means perform or carry out some action. If there is a question of helping verb, there must be two verbs, one main verb and the other one, the helping verb. Let's now begin today's lesson. In a classroom, the teacher is asking the student, have you any questions on the topic discussed in the previous class? We have understood the part very clearly. Excuse me, sir, in the last class, you offered to tell us a story in connection with the auxiliary verbs. Could you please tell it now? Oh, sure. Thank you for reminding me of it. Just think of an office. There is the boss. There are assistants who exert their full strength to help him. Without their help, he is helpless. But the boss is considered the main. It is with the wholehearted cooperation of his assistants that he maintains the office. The same way, an auxiliary verb helps the main verb in a sentence in making progressive, in changing voice or emphasizing, but it does not have any special credit to be called its own. Do you understand it? Thank you, sir. This will help us to remember the auxiliary verb clearly. Let us take up our topic of discussion, do as auxiliary verb. Do as auxiliary verb helps in making the full verbs negative, making interrogative sentences, and helps in making the sentence emphatic. We shall discuss each item with examples and explanations. Do as auxiliary verb to make the full verb negative. See the screen. There is a table showing the verb do as auxiliary verb. You must have seen there are 5 columns: subject, do, does, not, full verb, object, adverbial, complements, etc. He does not like sweet. His brother does not taste it either. They did not attend any feast before for fear of sweet. I do not know if they will come today. We do not make any separate arrangement here. The verb do and its other forms does and did are used as auxiliary verbs. They help to make the verbs in the 4th column negative. Does not like, does not taste, did not attend, do not know, and do not make. See another table. Does she go to school alone? Does she attend the school assembly regularly? Do parents escort daughter to the bus station? Do they allow her to be escorted by others these days? Did I leave my daughter alone? The verb do, does and did in the sentences are auxiliaries. They are used to make the sentences interrogative. At this point, a student asks a question. Sir, the verb do as auxiliary verb helps in making negative and interrogative sentences. Is there any other ways the verb do can help the full verb? Yes, there is one more, and I am just going to discuss that. We use this verb before the full verb to make a sentence emphatic. Used in this way, the verb do is stressed in speech. Excuse me, sir, is that the third use of do as an auxiliary verb? Yes, you are right. Now see the screen. Here is a conversation between two brothers, Ajay and Niloy, about their cousin Lisa. Ajay, Lisa does like music and she did get ready to attend the function. But you did not phone her. Niloy, I did not phone, but I did send her the text message. I did wait at the entrance of the hall. She does hate music, I guess. Ajay. I do say she likes it. You did forget to send her the message. Confess it. That is all about auxiliary do. Now we will explore the field of the verb have. See the screen. I had a scooter which I have just sold. Now I have a bicycle. My brother has a motorbike. We have a car in our village home. Will you have some tea? Oh no, I had a lunch an hour ago. My brother has a bad headache. He should have it. In the examples, the verb have with its other forms has and had is used as full verbs. Bracketed words at the end of each sentence are the meanings of the verbs in use. Teacher, do you have any problem in understanding this part, boys? No, sir. So let us take up another use of the verb have. See the sentences. Anil had left the office before the time was up. The superintendent entered after I had completed Anil's assignment. He has written a nice note. He has praised Anil for his sincere work and good draft. Has he not noticed the different handwriting? Anyway, I have saved Anil. We have managed the office work many a time like this. We have had no problem so far. Now teacher to the students. What do you find in these sentences, Rehan? Sir, the verb have with its other forms has and had has been used to make perfect tenses. Am I right, sir? You are right. What is the function of the verb have here? Sir, the verb have has been used as auxiliary or helping verb. It has no meaning of its own in the sentence. In the last sentence, had has been used as a full verb. One question, sir. Does a helping verb change according to the number and person of the subject? Yes, the primary auxiliary or tense auxiliary verb changes according to the number and person of the subject. Sir, we learned that a finite verb changes according to the number and person of the subject. Is an auxiliary verb a finite verb then? Yes, all auxiliary verbs are finite verbs. Only primary auxiliary verbs change according to the number and person of the subject. Modal auxiliary verbs do not change, but they are finite verbs. You must have noticed that the full verb used after an auxiliary verb does not change according to the status of the subject. See, for example, Bishesh has passed the test. He is facing the interview now. If you change the number and person of the subject, auxiliary verb will change and the full verb will retain its earlier form. Bishesh and Arun have passed the test. They are facing the interview now. Is it clear? Yes, sir. We will get an elaborate discussion on it at the time of exploring the finite verb. Okay, sir. This much is for today. We will be back with the modal auxiliary verbs in the next language class.